Hey everyone, so tonight we're going to talk about the 2006 horror that's loosely based on the 1974 cult classic, Black Christmas.
I got it.
All is calm, all is bright. Who is in my house tonight?
Only sharing a few similarities, with the title being one of them. Where the original succeeds, it leads very little information to the killer Billy, and we don't really get to see him at all. In this remake, it's the exact opposite. We see him through his past to his adult years. Every detail is really just the whole tone of the movie. In your face, gore left and right. A lot of people might like that. In this remake, we get, a very corny and twisted backstory, that defaces the character of Billy, and the ominous suspense that made the first so impactful. I at least appreciate them trying to do something different with the story. It's so different that why didn't they just call it something else, and just start from scratch and make something completely original. Honestly, I think a lot more people would have enjoyed it more. But you do have a lot of festive kills that, it's fun for a holiday horror that's sure to get you into the Christmas cheer. Death by tree, impaled by lots of ornaments, icicles, even the unicorn statue makes an appearance, obviously a callback. Victims being bagged and suffocated, and you also got one being turned into Christmas cookies, so definitely original. A bit too much for me. Like, it's kind of silly. What this movie lacks is fear and tension. There definitely wasn't a goosebump that was stirring, not even a jump scare. This movie actually does have a pretty talented cast. You got Katie Cassidy, Michelle Trachtenberg, Harriet the Spy, but their presence remained unwrapped with very little to work with. It felt to me like they just really didn't want to be there. Just phoned it in and just went along with it. They definitely could have done better than, what we've seen before from them. It could have been just directed that way to fit the tone, maybe. I'm not taking anything away from it. Like, a lot of people do enjoy dark comedy. I'm not opposed to them. I enjoy, some movies like that. Somehow this movie is actually even more watered down. Like, even the phone calls are very filtered. Like in the original, it has very explicit details and how he's, being very sexual with them, and it makes it that much more disturbing. This is actually the first movie I've seen of Black Christmas, and I later had seen the 1974 film. Before I seen the original, I didn't like this at all. It wasn't my cup of tea, I guess. Eggnog. There's no subtle build-up, and there was definitely potential in it. It pays homage to the classic and also taking inspiration from other horror classics. I respect it that, it did its own thing at least, and for good or bad. And a lot of people do have a soft spot for it. I'm just not one of them. And for what originality is in it, it falls flat for me. Your typical early 2000s remake. That's just really comes off more as a cash grab than a passion project. That's unfortunate, because I hate seeing that. It's nothing more, nothing less. If this maybe was a Christmas gift, I'd hope it come with a receipt so I could return it. I do actually like this more than I do the second attempt. What's your thoughts on it? Let me know, and happy holidays.
What have you done?
Thank you for watching, and please subscribe.